Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is Inky. Today I'll be showing you how to make an asymmetric peplum. So this type of peplum will look like it has different layers of cone, attached together to form a single peplum. But I'm going to cut it as a single peplum. So we are going to use 720 degree to cut our circular pattern. So before we proceed, I want to appreciate everyone that has subscribed to this channel. Thanks for supporting this dream. I really appreciate you. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so today, as lots of interesting tutorials await you on this channel. Thanks and God bless. So let's go straight to the tutorial. You can see how my peplum, this is how the cones will be formed. I will show you how I'm going to attach it to the skirt by the time we get to that part. So I will start by using my pattern paper to cut out the circular pattern and show you how it's going to form. So we are going to start by folding our paper into 4. Then on the folded edge, you're going to measure the radius of 1 inch and a quarter. So that's what I'm trying to do. Mark 1 inch and a quarter. Don't let it be more than that. It must not be more than 1 inch and a quarter. Whatever the circumference, waist circumference is, it must not be more than 1 inch and a quarter. So measure. The next thing is to take your peplum length. The peplum length is 5 inches I want to use for this, so I'll be measuring 7 inches. So that 7 inches will be together with the sewing allowance and the hemming allowance. So I'm going to cut it out like so. So by the time I cut this out, I have 320 here. This is 360, sorry, 360 rather. So I'm going to slit the 360. By the time I measure the circumference that is here, it's not up to the front front waist circumference, because this type of peplum will only be at the front, it won't go to the back. So I'm going to cut another 360 to make it 720. So what I'm going to do here is to fold another paper to cut another 360 degrees. So I'm going to fold into 4 like so. Then use the former one that I cut. I'm going to place it on it. Then it's an asymmetric. So I'm going to extend this by 3.5 to 4 inches. So I'll trace this circumference out like so. I'll trace the radius out. Then link this part to the long side. So I'm going to link it to the long side. So I'm going to use my free hand to do that. So I measure 2.5 there. So around this side, the longest side is 3.5. So I'm going to link it to that side like so. So I'm going to link it with my free hand, then cut it out. So by the time I cut this out now, I have 720 altogether. So the one side is long. So we are going to trim it so that it's 2 sides that are long now. So by the time I cut this out, I'm going to slit this out. I'll slit it out and place the former peplum in order to be able to recut this. So this former peplum that makes it 320, I'm going to place it. So by the time I place it, so I'm going to trim off one side. So that asymmetric will only be on one side. As you can see, it's only one side that is long, not both sides. So I'm going to link it up like so. So that's what I'm going to do right away. So I'm going to blend this part. I'll blend it to the former peplum. So right now I'll cut it out like so. You can see it's not something difficult, it's very simple. So by the time I cut this out, so I'll be joining it here. I'll be joining the 2 peplum here. So you can see the joining will be easy here because they have the same measurement. So I'm going to join it together like so. So I'll be using my paper tape to do that. So I will use my paper tape to do that. So whatever I have done here is what I'm going to do on my fabric, as you can see. So the only thing you can't cut 720 degree at a go. You cannot cut 720 degree at a go. The only thing you can do is to cut 360 in two places and join it together. So the part I marked with cross sign is for the asymmetric portion, the longer side. That's the longer side. So that's why I marked it, so that you can see the way it's forming. This is what I want to achieve. So that asymmetric side can go to the bust or to the waist. So this is peplum stay, the hardest. I'm going to use the peplum stay, place it on the main fabric and iron the gum side. I'm going to iron the part that is shining. I'll iron it on this main fabric to make it stand. So if you ask for peplum stay in the market, you are going to get it. For some places, they don't know it as peplum stay, they know it as add color stay. So you can iron this, and after I iron it, this is what I have. I use my lining to turn it normally. So I just use my lining to turn what the stay and the main fabric. So use your iron to turn it, and this is what you have. You can see the cone-like structure is forming already by the time you want to attach it on your peplum. So I don't need to separate those cone-like structure into panels before I can get that structure that I want. So I'll go ahead right now and place it on the skirt. This is the skirt that I have. So I'm going to mark the side. So the side seam, I'm going to start from one side to the other. So I'm going to use my chalk to mark that side, so that I'll be able to get it by the time I'm fixing my peplum. So I will mark the other side also. So I'm going to start from one side to the other. So this peplum can be fixed whichever way you want to fix it. So like the picture you saw earlier on in the beginning of this video, you can see that they started from the bust through to the waistline. You can even extend it to the hip line, depending on how you want to attach it. So the only thing I want to teach you is how to cut a single asymmetric peplum and how to achieve the structure. So we have come to the end of this tutorial, and I will see you in my next tutorial. Until then, take good care of yourself. Bye.